Hi, my name's Nabil and welcome to this tutorial on revision schedules and how to create them. So first off the bat, within the project browser I have a number of sheets. There's no model information in here, it's just sheets. I'm going to select one of the sheets and show you that we do have some revisions on the sheet. So there we are. Let's go to the one below it. We have some revisions on this sheet. And we also have revisions on this sheet. In fact, the revisions on all the sheets. Okay, so we're going to create a sheet list, and within that sheet list we're going to draw information from the project. So we're going to look at the sheet name, sheet number, the current revision, the revision date, and the revision description. So without further ado, I'm going to navigate over to the schedules. And from schedules, I'm going to choose sheet list. Okay, so sheet list properties appears. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and choose to start with sheet number, add it to the right, sheet name. I'm going to add that to the right. What next? There's quite a few things to choose from in here. So let's have a look. Current revision. Let's go for revision description maybe. Revision date, let's do that. Do I need anything else? I'm going to go for the description, but I just want to see if there's any other fields in here that I may find interesting. You know what, I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to go for just current revision description. Let's add it to the right hand side and press OK. Okay, so there's our schedule. It has the sheet number all the way through to the current revision description. So I think it's important to rename sheet list because look, you can see it's appearing here and here. So I want to call this revision schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight sheet list and type in revision schedule. Okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and press enter. I'm going to choose one of the cells. If I'd pressed enter, it would drop a line. So there you go, revision schedule has been committed to within the project browser under schedules and quantities. So I think it's time to open up my A000 revision schedules and drag the revision schedule that I've just created onto this sheet. So let's drag and drop. Ooh, there's a bit of work to be done there. So let's just drop that there, press escape. Okay, so you can manipulate these either in the sheets or in the revision schedule itself. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to select the revision schedule, and from here I'm going to go ahead and start to manipulate this within the sheet. So I'll drag this column, and I'm looking for single line text wherever I can get it. So I'll pull this over as far as I can, like so. That's looking good. Okay. I'll pull this back. I'll show you why later. I'll do the same maybe for current revision date also. I may have to manipulate that, and I'll pull this one over so that I have single line text here as well. There we go. So I think now we can start to look at manipulating this within the schedule itself. So I'll just zoom out a bit and I'll jump over to the View tab. And from the View tab, I think we'll go ahead and choose Tile. There we are. So you can see the sheet and the schedule. Right, so column A is our sheet number. So I want to take a look at changing a few things here. I'm going to go over to the formatting button, and it's already selected sheet number, which is fine. So I'm going to change the heading orientation. I'm going to change that to vertical, and I'm going to press OK. Just press OK, so you can see that it's changed the heading to a vertical orientation. And now I might use the sheet just to pull this over. There we go, just to reduce that. Okay, you can also do that in the schedule as well. So I'll show you how to do that next. If I want to change the width in the schedule, I can go ahead and select the column, and when the column's selected, I can go ahead and hit resize. And I might just choose to type in, let's say 17. Okay, so moving forward, let's take a look at column C, which I do believe is the current revision. So I'm going to hit formatting, and now I'm going to choose current revision from the fields on the left hand side. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do this. So current revision, and I'm going to change the heading orientation to vertical, and I'm going to go ahead and press OK. Oh, that's looking better. One last thing, let's change the appearance of the text to center. That's better. Good. Now we're moving on to the current revision date. So let's change the heading orientation to vertical again, and let's press OK there. I'm going to have to do something with the sizing on that column though, so I think that needs to be adjusted. I'm not happy with how that looks within the sheet, so I'll have to change the size here, and I'm tempted to use the resize button, so I'm going to go back to the schedule and I'm going to hit resize, and let's type in 12. Let's see what that gives us. Not enough. Again, we're looking for single lines, so let's resize it to 20. Almost there, almost there. Let's go ahead and choose the resize button one more time, and I think 25 should do it. So let's type in, that's the one. That's the one. Okay, so moving forward now, let's go ahead to the last column. Let's see if that needs any amendments. So I'll just drag this over. Current revisions in the description. I think that looks good. I don't think I'm going to have to do anything there. Let's pan this over. Get rid of that ghosting. Yep, that looks good to me. Okay, so to prove that this schedule is live, I'm going to add a sheet. Just keep an eye on the schedule. Okay, you can see A09.3 has been added to that schedule behind the sheets, and it's unnamed. So I'm going to go ahead and change the name of this sheet. So let's go to unnamed and let's call it callouts. So I've renamed the sheet, and now the next thing to do is add revisions to the sheet. So I'm going to close the sheet down, and I'm going to add the revisions to the sheet by selecting callouts and then going over to the properties palette. And now I'm going to go ahead and select sequence 8 and press OK. And you can see that that's been added to the last line. And I just want to draw your attention to one other thing. This schedule will indicate the revision number and letter, the date and description of the most recent issue for every sheet. If no numbered or lettered revision has occurred on a sheet, the revision information in the schedule will be blank. So I'll simulate that now. I'm going to select revision schedules. I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to untick that and press OK. And there you have it. So if the information doesn't reside in the project, it won't appear in the schedule. That's kind of expected behavior. So the next port of call is going to be creating sheet revision matrices. Now, a sheet revision matrix has been common to the construction industry for many years. But unfortunately, there isn't a way to create a sheet revision matrix within Revit's revision system. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you a workaround to enable you to create a sheet revision matrix. Thanks for watching.